Hello, this is Game Boy Hero. I have Mega Prime, Fighter Knuckles, and Toffle,
Hello.
the SA2 gang.
Yay.
What's happening? Are you
Considering
accessing
Heroes-
your memory card?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Considering Heroes is so short, I might as well slip this in while I'm at it.
You sneaky
Sonic
bastard.
Riders. You just had to introduce 3 new characters that are completely useless.
If they stay in this series, I have no problem with them.
And another one voiced by Jason Griffith. Yay.
Oh man, check those mad beats.
I won't lie, the music in this game is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's about the only thing. Oh, burn! I'm sorry.
At least you're not floating around the fucking half-pipe with Escape from the City playing.
Oh yeah, I gotta turn it off while I'm at it. Then.
Hey, boss!
Oh, whoa.
Holding holograms.
Some major trouble!
Storm, at least
So
learn to
this
stop
is
before
where
entering
the
room.
Sonic series escapes from the mammals and adds some birds to the mix.
There've been birds, just that they're
Well,
finally in.
I mean, Vector's in Hero, and he's a crocodile.
Is this
Well.
Yeah, that's when I took over things
No,
from
we
the
don't speak of the
So is
V.
this the key
And then
to
there's
the
SPO, who's a
Babylon
comedian.
Guard?
Basically,
Stop.
the Chaotix fuck with
I
you.
wonder.
Yeah.
Could it be true?
No
Yeah.
one paid attention to that.
That our ancestors have
Also,
left behind hidden
Omega's a
treasures
robot.
that's just waiting to be
He's the best
discovered?
robot.
Anaya.
You get your greasy little hands on this.
Let's go see our model.
He just pretty much tells us the entire motivation of the team in one line.
Oh, come on. I only want to look
Yep.
at it.
You always say
Do you really
only
need
want
plot
this and that.
here?
Remember the teachings of
Um,
our
No,
ancestors.
but just what the
Be
hell? Why the hell
careful
not?
what you ask for. Ultimately, you'll only get 3 true wishes.
Oh, be
No.
quiet.
Why
Nonsense.
is it always 3
Why'd you
wishes?
burst in here anyway?
Because 3 is a magic number.
Egghead,
Except for the Egyptians, they thought the magic number was 4.
Someone called Eggman.
Did
wanted
they
to
steal
speak
the
to
model
me.
from Big the
He
Cat
told
for
me
that
he has an
bird?
interesting
Because he
proposition.
looks an awful lot like Big the Cat.
Stop interrupting.
He's not nearly as
Knock
fat.
it off.
What
He's
the
not
eye?
voiced by John St. John, so...
Yeah.
Am I interrupting anything?
So then, I heard you wanted to see me?
What a great Eggman's here.
Shit.
Oh god, he's freakishly large.
Yeah,
He's enormous.
he,
I've
he,
heard so much about
Dem
your
legs.
infamous group.
Enough!
it's
What
like
do
he
you
still has the
want?
design of regular Eggman, but he has like the proportions of 06 Eggman.
A rumor that you have the
That's
keys of
true.
Babylon.
It's like he's
Like
like
he has
halfway
glasses of
through
06
Eggman.
Eggman.
His chin is down in his shirt.
Huh? What's this key?
The models in this game are just freaky.
Problems.
Really?
He's been looking down
You
too much
don't
on
have to
his
be so
inventions.
distrusting. Were you aware of this?
Oh god, this limit through his shirt.
His shoulders are like coming out of his ears.
And he needs to trim his mustache. It's all over the place. It's bigger than
What
his
is this?
What the hell?
So let me get this
His
straight.
hand is bigger
You just
than
need
his
to collect
head.
all
I
this
should mention this
chaos
now.
from
The
us,
game's
right?
hands in this game are
Sounds easy.
freakishly huge,
You really
even for
think
Amy
so?
standards.
What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Amy, wait,
Are
Amy
you
Rose
saying
is
the
in this?
Babylon
Fucking
Guard
hell!
stealing some puny
At
emeralds?
least do they have my sweet
No, of
passion.
course not.
I wasn't warned about this.
Character before?
hologram wrist.
Look at his hand, seriously.
Oh jeez. What is
I can't
this?
help but look at the shoes and those glasses. Why?
Okay, so basically they needed to invent somebody to be Knuckles from Sonic 3 again.
But in the air,
Yeah.
with me and my extreme
Just with a
gear,
lisp.
it's just a joke.
Alternate continuities with different
God.
clothing.
He's pretty happy about that.
Yeah, if you notice, I'm combining the stories into one big video.
That's a good idea.
But this is the start of the hero story right here.
Yeah, that's how the hero story starts.
After you finish Hero, it unlocks Babylon and Babylon.
This CG.
This is what you're supposed to get because it's so cool and CG.
Yeah, why does this
Why?
scene look better than the one we just saw?
Because this is the very start of the story mode.
Yeah.
So they have to start with the bang.
Why does Sonic have goggles? Why doesn't Knuckles have the sunglasses?
Because he's extreme!
He has the sunglasses, just not in this scene.
And he stole them from Knuckles.
Yeah.
Because Knuckles isn't extreme enough.
I wouldn't call it extreme, just exactly, but... Well, there is a game called Extreme, though.
Boink.
Yes, it's just the cutscene's doing this thing, I'll say it here. Back around 2000, I forgot the name of the company already. Vision Escape?
I don't know.
Let's...
People.
Yeah, Vision Escape Interactive. They pitched an idea to Sega, to Sega, for a Sonic skateboarding game, which was just called Sonic Extreme.
Tony Hawk meets Hedgehog.
Yeah, basically. They Sega will say we'll get back to you about that, and then that several years later they finally got back to them. Never. And then Sega's ended up making their own game instead, which was Riders.
Yeah, we're gonna call you back.
Yeah. Help you made enough money with your tech deck game.
It's like Sonic's talking to himself. Oh wait, he is. Kind of.
Why couldn't Billy just leave hoverboards and Back to the Future and be done with
So, you're supposed to be the
This is
best
kind of the
one
future.
alive?
It's like it's a different future.
it? Dear morons, you accepted the man who has at least tried to destroy the world at least 5 times by this point.
Oh, new
Maybe they aren't
Isn't
aware.
Sonic always kind of set in the nearish future anyway?
It depends from game to game.
Yeah.
This one's different. You can tell that he has shoes that are different.
Welcome, everyone.
They have laces.
Yeah, I'm depressed at the lack of soap shoes in this game.
Well, no, you can see the little gap for grinding.
Oh, okay.
They're too small for his head.
My immersion is not ruined.
Now everybody has goggles.
Not yet.
A tournament to see who's the best of the best with extreme gear. Not just a race, but a special
Hey,
race
we
to
removed the
see
filter.
who's the
Can you tell?
fastest. These
Hold
races
on.
are
If
no holds
if
barred.
it's a racy who's the fastest, isn't that what races are?
All contestants pay a simple entry fee of 1K.
So there's only 7 racers in this entire game.
Yeah.
The rest are robots.
Let's see
Yeah,
This
yeah,
plan cannot fail.
this challenge.
It's foolproof.
Also, if there's no holds barred, what's preventing Sonic from just not using the extreme gear and running on his feet anyway?
And there's
He's really
more.
competitive.
Before
He'll
I
do
get
whatever he
to
wants.
present the
He'll do something just for the sake of it.
These players,
To be fair.
they're hot. The best racers I can find.
Yeah.
No holds barred, no rules, no even requirements to even use the vehicles. Seriously, on your feet.
Random
It
stat
works.
screens.
Hey, that's the X-World Grand Prix, huh? Let's do this.
Come on, Tails, just whip out a fake Chaos Emerald out of nowhere.
Please.
The countdown
It even has to be the same color. It's fine. That'll work.
Yeah, let's see. There's 7 racers.
All right.
3 of them are Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. And you have Storm, Wave, and Jet.
You have birds, mammals, and who's the 7th?
Robots?
Oh god, it's gonna be Amy Rose. Of course.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna say yes, but yes.
Alright, oh yeah, Game Flash. I gotta mention this while I'm at it.
This looks like a horrible version of F-Zero.
Yeah.
For the game,
Like a really bad version of F-Zero.
But it's
What's moves?
Sonic.
I don't say the game isn't too bad if you know what the fuck you're doing, which I don't for the first race.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't played the game in over a couple of years, so I'm kind of just learning how to play again.
I wouldn't blame you for never playing this game ever again.
Alright,
You're getting your ass handed to you. Horribly.
give me relapse.
By
you
the
have a
wall.
Yeah. Okay, the whole game with this whole thing is air. You went to a little thing on the little right is your air meter. If it goes down, you start running on the track. The way to get it back, you do tricks in the air, hit your enemies, or as we saw there, spin a control stick on a certain section of the track.
You do
Rings. Go ahead.
Yeah. You have to make sure to hold down the A button and then release it to do a jump, kind of. And that's how you get enough air to do tricks and get a decent amount of
Okay,
air.
so it's Tony Hawk controls.
Yeah, basically.
There's also 3 types of characters. There's speed, power, and fly. Speed can grind on rails, fly can go
Okay,
through.
let's just say watch Heroes and you can probably figure out who everybody is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, speed can grind on rails, fly can get wicked airtime.
Why are you just running?
Because I'm out of air.
He ran out of air.
There are pit stops on the side that can give you air, but
This is retarded.
if you get a certain amount of rings, I think I can't remember what the exact interval is.
You start your rings for level 2, 60 rings for level 3.
It increases your max air meter, or how much air you can hold.
As well as speed, defense, and other stuff that goes with the board.
It just makes you better. So make sure
Yeah.
to get rings.
If you hit like that, you lose all your rings, so you're back to level 1.
Right. So don't get hit.
Who designed this highway?
The same guy who designed the Mute City Highway.
No, Mute City wasn't a highway. That was just a F-Zero track.
Yeah.
Well, same designer.
No, you see, at least with that excuse, they were made to be F-Zero tracks. This one actually has real people driving on it for no apparent reason. It's the same person who drove Metal Harbor or Radical Highway.
Radical Highway was under construction. A lot of construction.
Whatever route the president was driving on that had giant gaps in the road.
The construction hadn't gotten there yet. Hey, you still
You
got
still
first.
came in first?
Awesome.
Yeah.
This game is great.
Yeah, but what exactly is Eggman really after?
Does seed.
Ah, it can't be anything too
So in that race, it
important.
was pretty much all robots.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Huh?
Where the hell did they
Amy?
get the extreme boards from anyway?
Oh,
Tails
Sonic.
made him.
Oh,
I know
God
how you
damn
feel,
it. No,
buddy.
my
Signed
sweet
up
passion.
too.
Fuck you, Sega.
Of course, it really looks
There's
exciting.
musical cues for a reason.
Why wouldn't I join? And besides,
Hey.
this way, I'll be able to keep my eyes
Watch
on
out,
you.
she's getting anime eyes.
Ugh.
I like how Amy went from, like, you know, somewhat just like a fangirl into, like,
Mark?
stalker in the span of, like, 3 games.
In Sonic Battle, she literally has a delusion that Sonic is helping her, and you actually fight both her and Sonic at once.
Yes.
He's not kidding.
I'm not joking.
But that's why Sonic Battle is his own thing. It never goes on from there.
Except for Sonic Chronicles.
Wait, so there's another floating island?
According
There's
to
a,
rumors,
well, there's a floating island in
this
Sonic. Well,
legendary
more like a
land,
floating
the
planet in
Babylon
Sonic
roads
CD.
were great thieves.
There's a fun in everything in Sonic.
Everything's flying in the
Yeah.
sky.
Legend also says that the Babylon
Basically, the
roads
the
incurred
ground
the
is so
wrath of the
fucked
gods
up
because of their crimes,
that they all
and that the
flew up
island
into the
was
air,
cast into the
trying
depths
to get
of
rid
the
of all
earth.
the bad silver in the world.
When did Tails
After
become a
that,
historian?
supposedly the Babylonians were then
He's a very
scattered
smart
throughout
individual, so he
time,
can know
never to
anything at
return.
any
But they
given
say
time,
that the
okay?
Babylon roads treasure still
To
remains
be
on
fair,
that island,
Tails being
waiting to
really
be
smart
discovered.
kinda was from the start, so
There
at
are
least
Yeah.
also
making
rumors that
at
the
least
Babylon
making
roads were
shit.
extreme gears
Tails has been doing that from day one.
Well,
Yep.
I always
You
knew
know,
he
I'll
had the
get right,
engineering,
like that just
but I didn't
float.
know he was like
Best part.
That's
historian.
easy to explain.
Best part
Oh,
of the
yeah.
year.
The
I-
sage.
Kowski
Tails
lived
the
here.
sage.
The control surface
Hold on.
flow is balanced
Oh
with
dear God! Okay, I'll give you that for Knuckles' face.
I get it, okay? It
I will
just
give you that
floats, and
game.
That's good enough for me.
The game feels more like just some Saturday morning cartoon,
Sorry,
really.
but it's just too funny.
It's funny that you broke your
That view is
eyeballs.
unusual. Customized it myself.
How is the bird supposed to fly? She has no wings.
This isn't half
With
bad
science.
for an amateur.
She's an ostrich.
Still, you can never be too
She's
careful.
gonna destroy it.
You can't have an ostrich race with only one ostrich.
Don't mind me. I'll just place this
Place this.
conspicuously placed
Well,
red thing
I
here.
never imagined
That red thing isn't there in the
this
hero
was
version of the
such a
cutscene.
piece of junk.
Yeah. Again, I was placing the cutscenes together.
So you kind of ruined what little surprise this game does have.
Oh, come
What?
on.
That they're gonna destroy Sonic Sports sometime in the near future, and have later attempt to sabotage them.
It's not even the best plot twist in this game.
Yeah. How can
Well,
she
the
just
final
This
Totally
plot twist is that Eggman is screwing them all over yet
I know,
again.
And tinkering's all he's really good
Surprise!
It's totally not even noticeable either.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go... It just blends in perfectly with the color scheme.
Yeah.
That giant blinking red dot on the bottom.
Don't mind it, it's just nothing.
Also, after racing
Red
on the highway,
Canyon.
random meeting next to a waterfall?
Yep.
Well, we're going to the next race track. That's,
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Why are you racing as...
this is the second race in the Babylon story.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
There's a
Each,
He's
different...
fusing all the stories together.
Even the tracks are the same. Okay, the game has 12 tracks total, though there are really 6 main themes for each one. Okay, I had to put there's 6 main tracks, and each track has 2 different themes.
One is...
The other one. This is like Sonic R number of tracks here.
Oh,
Plus
wow.
the bonus ones, which are awesome.
So which one is Supersonic Racing?
That would be the last one.
Yes. Anyway, so Wave is a flight type, which means that she can build momentum.
And do lots
no.
of fancy tricks in the air.
Yeah.
No, she can just do that and just take shortcuts. Each type has the ability to take different shortcuts.
What the hell just happened?
You grab onto
She
a windmill.
flew.
Let's see if I remember this right. I didn't know it was Tails when we raced through this during the hero story.
Oh hey, he got that.
So,
Yeah.
So when you get different ranks for doing tricks, do you get rewarded with something more than just points?
No, you get air restore, which is used for boosts and stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah. it
And
really
for
helps. Also,
drifting.
your speed also gets a little bit faster too.
And if
Double
you
S.
overdo it, you'll fail the trick, and you'll get a C, and it'll just pretty much stop. Also, when you charge, you pretty much take out like whatever you're going to use for your attack. If you run into another racer, you're going to hit them with your attack. So there's some offense to it as well.
So, wait, which type is Amy in this game?
She's
Speed.
speed.
Yeah, speed.
Because she's like a power character in Chronicles, for whatever reason.
She has a hammer.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of why.
See, look. See how he just hit.
Actually, I think she's technically the shifter class, but she can break
Yeah.
stuff like Knuckles.
But yeah, if memory serves, I know that GBH got this in the first lap, but I kind of forgot. In each track hidden, there's one item box that contains 100 rings, which will automatically put you to like the best possible situation for yourself.
Level 3.
True, but it's very nice.
Yeah, it's really helpful. So, the item boxes in this game restore after each lap. The Wonder Ring boxes don't, so you hit it, you get hit, you're kind of fucked there.
Also, it's very nice if you know where those are, and so you just have one lap races of those for grinding greens if you're an idiot and you want to buy all the optional gears. Like me.
Hey, or I'm assuming GBH.
No, you're not showing
What?
that stuff.
What do you mean?
The stuff you can buy in the black market store place.
Oh, I never bought with the store.
Yeah, I remember grinding this one track, getting one lap race, and getting 100 ring bars.
See, here's the thing. I bought this for $20 because I was just, why, what the hell not? And I beat it the same day I bought it.
I didn't.
$20 well spent.
It was a player's choice.
You had to beat Amy and come in first place. Amy finished 5th. Good job, game. You couldn't at least rubber band her?
She fucked up.
Oh shit, son.
Boink.
It's you!
The guy I punched in the CJ cutscene.
Back for this. Ha! I let you get away last time, but definitely not today. Why wait till later, you little punk? I'll pay you back tenfold now. Sorry.
Knuckles. He's so
What are
clumsy.
you doing, you
Knuckles, you goddamn
Friendly
retard.
fire.
Why did they do that to Knuckles? What the hell?
Knuckles has always been an idiot.
You've been a very gullible idiot.
Jeez, now you punched the robot.
It
guess.
wasn't my fault. If he hadn't jumped out of the way just now, I would have clobbered. What?
Why does Sonic even hang around with him?
The race is about to start.
Not by choice.
Because you can play tricks on him.
Yeah, it's more like he hangs around Sonic.
We'll settle this
Oh,
thing.
he's that guy, is he?
Looking forward
Yeah.
to it.
It's
Also,
more
the-
like Knuckles. Knuckles is like the worst when it comes to everything.
He's that one guy in the group of friends that no one likes, but he's just there.
He
Well,
needs
he has a good choice in music.
Fucking Knuckles is here
but-
again.
Get in my way.
God, here he comes.
Sure.
Also,
See, he has goggles.
which are too small for his head.
So
Also,
I presume we can now see invisible things.
I kind of wish we could.
So what is Knuckles type? What does he do?
he is a power type, so there are certain obstacles like just things that you would normally run into and would slow you down. Knuckles, he just punches the fuck out of them and gets them out of his way.
It's the best way to handle things.
Yeah. When he punches shit, he gets his air back.
That too. But mostly him, he's just knocking shit out of his way.
Yeah.
These levels make no coherent sense.
What just happened? You were in a volcano, now all of a sudden you're on... I don't even know what's going on.
Wait, now you ran through lava.
Well, he has an electric shield, you see, which somehow didn't disappear after he got hit.
No, I don't know how the shield work in this game. I think they just sort of disappear after a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Also, Omochao is the announcer,
I
and
was
she,
trying to ignore that.
and she never gets annoying. Nope.
Yeah. He will never shut up no matter how much you want to.
Building momentum.
I'm trying to save for a good time to mention that little air thing we keep seeing.
The turbulence.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're
It's like a
speaking.
slipstream.
Yeah.
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 If you go too fast, then you create a bit of turbulence behind you, which other players should ride on.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way to fixing the road banding.
Because that's how flying in the air actually works.
And it makes like little half pipes that you can use to get speed and air boosts.
I don't get that part of the map right there, where you get blown up into the sky.
Yeah.
It's a fan.
You can go around that, you know. There
And
are
then Knuckles just...
GBH, you know that there are half pipes around there, right? I noticed.
I don't bother to pay attention.
You're just trying to get through this game as fast as possible. Get it over.
No, see, there's no idea.
Yeah.
Let's just see the last few tracks in this game are gonna be hell.
And I hope you better A-rank them.
Shit, I just actually looked at the mini-map for this track for the first time, and holy shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
There's 1,
sense.
2, 3... There's at least 3 or 4 hairpins. And I don't know why.
Well, because the way that the drifting works, the tracks are kind of fitting for those.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah,
Yeah.
it works for this game.
Is that speed supposed to be miles per hour?
I don't know.
I think I don't know. It's its own unit of speed.
Yeah.
I like to think it's miles per hour.
It's feet per second.
Just tails.
Feet per second. It's going so fast he's ripping the face right off of his skull.
Well, he's an echidna. He doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, we get a little shortcut.
and that is there.
What? Was that a teleporter? What?
No, it was a lift place. It's a place you're supposed to go in the event that you
Oh,
get
shit.
knocked on your ass. No, it's the event that if you run out of air, you run over there and it will free your air. Like you're kind of stuck in place in the process. So.
It's a pit stop, basically.
Yeah.
I like the shield. I just like the purple pads and F-Zero.
Also, when Knuckles got knocked over, you could see the 100 ring box.
It was down there?
Yeah, it was like right inside it too, but you know, it's not okay.
Why is there a Robotnik face of fire?
A what?
So do you lose those stages if you don't get first place, or do you only have to beat your rival?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty much first only.
Yeah, first only.
Okay. Otherwise you have to redo it or something?
Yep.
You-
Reusing animation much?
Man, you really are worthless.
They were on a budget, okay?
It wasn't my fault. He must have cheated. That's it.
I
He
need
must have
a
used some
large
special
model picture
type
that
of gear.
like
What? Are you
pirate
implying that you
for
lost because
that's
of my
above
gear?
the desk.
No
I
one
want a
can
constant
gear the
I want a
way
constant
can.
looping gif of the giant guy
Accept it,
pounding the
Flame.
desk.
It's not
Yeah.
awkward. You're
I can
not
do that for you.
just
Hold on.
Oh god.
You'll see a giant version of that picture.
Words?
S-U-C-K suck.
Don't want a teen rating. Oh no. Language.
Now, let's get down to business.
It'll be E-rated 10 plus.
I believe our colleague Eggman
Kids say
gotta
suck.
be
No
hiding
shit.
something. And you know, I don't like secrets, so I've got a
Who to be fair to them, they
job
never
for
met
you,
Eggman, so this is pretty much new to them.
I want
What do you
to
mean they
sneak
never
into
met Eggman?
Eggman's
He was
base
in the
I
very
mean,
first-
like,
what he's hiding
had a
there.
history with
Make
them.
sure you
Okay,
look
fine.
carefully.
You've got
Also,
it, boss.
those dumb red and green
Hey,
robots that
before you
we
go,
raced against, like 10 of them in
Bring
one race.
something back,
Those are
or
unlockable
don't
characters for
return
some
at
reason.
all.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Each
I
one
don't
of
know
them.
why you would want to race as them, but you can.
Everyone wants to race as a drone.
That's one heavy painting. And solid one too.
Right the frame.
Not very
Apparently
solid.
not.
This is very
Holy
cartoony.
What the hell just happened there?
That guy's
The
crazy.
desk is yeah.
Totally focused on the race.
That desk was actually made of cardboard.
Yeah.
And now we're racing in a giant freezer.
It's the same type from before, but in ice.
Yeah, same place.
It's the same exact track.
Oh my
tell-
god, it is.
Well, they're not exactly
hey,
the
there's
same.
an
But
ice. There's an ice.
they have the same general theme, and you could tell that they're like in the same location, but like the track's all twisted.
Well, that's because you're doing the other story now. I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
same version of his
Still.
race because you're not going to race on that same track where you canonically lose.
Right. Are you trying to
Sonic
race
Run is
Knuckles
canon.
now?
No,
No.
this is after the fact. We're sneaking into Eggman's face or something.
You're sneaking in via a commissioned race.
I guess he turned one of his factories into a track for the race.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Also,
What the
these-
hell just happened?
Also, the points where you like see like the control stick like telling you to move it in a circle motion. Doing it a lot, that increases the speed in which you do it, and it helps you restore air at the same time.
I kind of mentioned that in the first race, but there you go.
Oh.
At least you can understand him this time.
Ah.
Yeah. He's always better at explaining mechanics anyway.
Yeah, he's a lot more clear than I am.
Words!
Words.
Okay, I think there's, let's see the ranks. There's a B rank, there's an A rank, S, double S, X, and then double X.
For extreme!
The only way to get like an X is if you like have like absolutely perfect timing of when you jump.
Yeah, it's really hard to do. Not really worth it either.
Yeah.
I've already seen you do it like 5 or 6 times, so...
Yeah, so it's not that hard.
And also, if you do it perfectly timed, you can go up to like the higher route, like the top route, like right above where Storm was just now.
Yeah. Also, fuck fans.
Giant propeller blades. Why
That
would
is
it
a
be an
short-
obstacle?
What?
Because if you're not a power character, then that would be a bad place for you to go.
But you're racing this track as a power character, so it's kind of a
Well, I know that's
What
why.
the hell just happened?
I hit the wall and I just bounced everywhere.
You missed the turn.
Well, there's shortcuts for only speed characters. That's because, well, if you play in multiplayer or you play the race outside the story mode,
Yeah.
because there's more to the racing game besides the story mode.
Yeah. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing the rest of the game after this fighter. That's up to you.
Really?
Yeah, I
There's
think-
multiplayer in this racing game?
I know, right?
Innovative.
So that means there's going to be more than... Okay, so that's why they're going to stick Shadow Rouge.
Yeah, because there are extra characters that you unlock after beating the main game. And there's different kinds of gears too, besides just the core ones.
Yeah.
You better be showing off the extra characters.
I think I'll let Fighter do that
Yeah,
for
if
me.
he's not, then I'll just record some footage real quick.
Yeah, I'll probably start showing Supersonic because he's kind of
Hey, it's regenerating fan blades.
Yeah, they suddenly fixed them. The engineers were fixing those blades. They were hard at work while you were racing around the rest of
Engineers
the
wouldn't
track.
do that.
And they just finished their job too. Gosh darn it.
They just went on their lunch break, you bitch. You bastard.
He got the job done early so he could see his wife that's in the hospital. Jeez. Also, even when you have no air, you can ride turbulence. It requires 0 air to ride turbulence.
Wow, he runs pretty fast for a fat guy.
Yeah. Froggy!
I'm coming, Froggy!
Jesus Christ, this is the worst. This is one of the worst games I've ever seen. You can always just get in first place. You beat him by 5 seconds.
It's only the beginning, though. Well, okay, next video.
Alright.
Alright.